In the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis in top spot in 2024 Citizenship by Investment Index. Caribbean Tourism Organization to host virtual forum for World Tourism Day 2024. And New York City Mayor Eric Adams indicted on federal charges. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, September 26, 2024. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Nationally, St. Kitts and Nevis has earned a high ranking in the 2024 Citizenship by Investment Index with a score of 76 points. This was revealed in a statement issued by the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service. According to SKNIS, this achievement solidifies the Federation as a global leader in the CBI industry, showcasing its dedication to regulatory excellence, due diligence, and ongoing program enhancements. The statement further claimed that St. Kitts and Nevis's leadership in implementing the Memorandum of Agreement directives played a crucial role in securing this prestigious recognition. Recent legislative reforms, including the passage of the Citizenship by Investment Unit Act, have bolstered the program's governance and operational efficiency. The establishment of the Continuing International Due Diligence Unit further reinforces the government's commitment to security as it actively vets CBI citizens abroad in coordination with international law enforcement. In the 2024 CBI Index, St. Kitts and Nevis received all 10 points in the ease of processing and due diligence pillars. These top scores reflect the program's effective balance of rigorous security protocols with streamlined workflows, as well as its commitment to transparency and enhanced vetting standards. Additionally, the country achieved a perfect score in the certainty of product pillar, which measures resilience, stability, and reputation, attributes where St. Kitts and Nevis excels. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew expressed pride in the nation's accomplishments, stating this recognition reflects our leadership in the CBI industry and our commitment to the highest standard of governance, security, and integrity. St. Kitts and Nevis will continue to innovate, ensuring our CBI program remains the global standard globally. The government said it remains focused on further strengthening its CBI program, ensuring its sustained success and contribution to national economic growth. Honorable Dr. Joel Clark, Minister of Sustainable Development, Environment, Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment of St. Kitts and Nevis, delivered a keynote address at the Climate Mobility Summit on Wednesday. Representing the Caribbean region, Dr. Clark highlighted the urgent need for global action to address the threats posed by climate change and its impact on climate mobility. She challenged the romanticized image of the Caribbean, noting the harsh realities faced by residents due to rising sea levels and environmental crises. This is the idealism of the often marketed "your paradise for a few days," but the reality of the Caribbean residents is far from that, she said. Climate change is not a distant threat, but an omnipresent, sobering reality for small island developing states. Dr. Clark emphasized that climate mobility is a human rights issue, with displacement disrupting communities and eroding cultural identities. She spoke of how rising sea levels, droughts, and hurricanes led to loss of land, culture, and opportunities, which forced many Caribbean families to relocate. Calling for global cooperation, she outlined key areas for action, including stronger connections between small island states and global partners, improved access to climate financing, and increased corporate accountability from major polluters. Let us fight to safeguard our paradises so that future generations can know themselves not by struggle or displacement, but through a heritage and home that endures, Dr. Clark urged. The Climate Mobility Summit 2024, held during UN High-Level Week in New York, brings together global leaders experts and affected communities to address climate-induced displacement, and migration, fostering cooperation and solutions to support those on the front line of the climate crisis. Secretary to the Federal Cabinet, Dr. Marcus Natta, visited Nevis on Wednesday to present the Aspire, or Achieving Success Through Personal Investment, Resources, and Education program to the Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration. The initiative is part of the government's broader efforts to ensure that all children in the Federation benefit from financial education, saving, and investment opportunities. Aspire is designed to equip young people with essential financial literacy skills and empower them for future economic success. During his presentation, Dr. Natta updated the NIA Cabinet on the program's progress. We received great feedback from the NIA Cabinet, which will rely on the Aspire Task Force as we work to enhance the program. We are excited to roll it out fully in the coming months, Dr. Natta said. He also praised the NIA Cabinet for their attentiveness. Quote, "The Cabinet members were very engaged, and their positive feedback reflects their commitment to promoting the Aspire program. We look forward to collaborating to ensure our young people receive the financial education they deserve," he added. The Aspire program targets youth aged 5 to 18, including nationals and citizens by descent. Each participant will receive EC $1,000 from the government, split into EC $500 per savings account at the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, and EC $500 to invest in shares of government-owned entities. For more details, visit aspire.gov.kn. In regional news, the Caribbean Tourism Organization, or CTO, will host a virtual forum on Friday, September 27th, in commemoration of World Tourism Day 2024, with the theme Resilience and Renewal, Building a Peaceful Future. The event will take place from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The forum aims to reunite industry leaders, academic experts, and development partners to discuss tourism's role in fostering peace, understanding, and sustainable growth in the Caribbean. Discussions will focus on how tourism can contribute to peace building and crisis recovery, crucial for a region often impacted by natural disasters. Sessions will cover crisis management, gender equity, and regenerative tourism, featuring leaders such as John Biles, Executive Deputy Chairman at Chukka Caribbean Adventures, and Faylene King, Director of Tourism for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A youth perspective will be presented by Nivision Kiana Warner, winner of the 2024 Tropical Shipping Regional Tourism Youth Congress. In other regional news, Dominican Republic President Luis Ambrana warned at the UN General Assembly that his government may take drastic measures if the UN-backed mission in Haiti to curb gang violence fails. Ambrana did not specify the actions his administration might take, but stressed the mission's importance for regional stability. Gangs currently control 80% of Port-au-Prince, with violence escalating since the 2021 assassination of Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse. Over 3,600 people were killed in Haiti in the first half of 2024, a 70% increase from the previous year, and nearly 700,000 have been displaced. Abinader thanked Kenya for leading the mission, with additional support from Jamaica and Belize, but noted the current force of 400 is far below the 2,500 personnel promised by international partners. The mission needs to be fully operational to allow free and fair elections, Ambrana said, referencing Haiti's last election in 2016 and a target to hold the next one by February 2026. Haiti's instability has strained the Dominican Republic, which shares the island of Hispaniola. Beener pointed out the growing pressure on his country's healthcare and education systems due to Haiti's migration. Last year, over 100,000 people believed to be Haitians were deported, with the UN suggesting the number was closer to 224,000. Ambiner reiterated his government's commitment to human rights despite criticisms over treatment of Haitians and their descendants in the Dominican Republic. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called the first deployments of the mission a positive step, but warned that gangs continue to commit human rights abuses and funding for the mission remains insufficient. In international news, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is facing federal criminal charges, according to CBS News, the BBC's U.S. partner. Federal investigators searched Gracie Mansion, the mayor's official residence, on Thursday morning, hours before prosecutors were expected to reveal details of the indictment. Adams was elected to lead the most populous U.S. city nearly 3 years ago on a promise to rein crime in. But he and a string of top officials in his orbit have faced growing scrutiny as multiple federal corruption probes, including whether his campaign received illegal foreign donations from Turkey. The exact charges will not be known until the end of the indictment is unsealed. Adams would become the first mayor in New York City's history to be charged while in office. He released a video statement late on Wednesday where he vowed to fight the charges and remain in office, asking New York residents for both prayer and patience. Hurricane Helen continues to strengthen as it barrels towards the U.S. Gulf Coast. The Category 1 storm on track to intensify quickly into a dangerous Category 4 hurricane by the time it makes landfall in Florida on Thursday evening local time, with official forecasts and warnings describing its likely impacts as catastrophic, life-threatening, and unsurvivable. The governors of Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia have declared states of emergency ahead of the storm's landfall. The U.S.-based National Hurricane Center said the Category 1 hurricane was moving north at 12 miles per hour through the Gulf of Mexico and was expected to strengthen rapidly, threatening to unleash catastrophic winds and storm surge to the northeastern Gulf Coast. And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy skies. Winds are east at 7 to 16 miles per hour. The temperature is 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. The weather forecast for today predicts mostly cloudy with periods of passing showers and 70% or high chance of thunderstorms. Tonight is partly cloudy with a 70% or high chance of passing showers. Sunset today will be at 6:04 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:01 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson.